Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. A very, very warm welcome to all you guys. As you all know, my name is Nidafin. Let me quickly brief you. People, I'm just waiting for the people to join from within the app. So, very, very warm welcome 189023. People joining from the outside, of the stream, like on X and YouTube. I welcome all you guys. So, people who don't know me, my name is Nidafin. Today's session is again going to be a 4 hour session. So there's a lot that you are going to expect out of this session. Uh, of course, live trading will always be part of it. I will be giving you buy sell signals depending on how you are going to basically support me in return. So, guys, as I told some of the people like yesterday, a lot of you were like getting in touch with me. A lot of you have faced some losses. I had some users calling me in late night. I really appreciate that you guys are reaching out. I am going to definitely address to all the issues that you guys are facing. But all you have to do is you have to also be a little patient. So, like trading and crypto world is a very, very huge world. It's an enormous ocean that you can think of. So if you're thinking that you're going to join a session for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you're going to learn everything that you need to know about crypto, then you are totally wrong. And that's not how it is going to work out. So what I basically request each one of you is to be a little patient when you come to the session so that we can together, discuss whatever is being, uh, your issues out there. So, guys, I want you guys to join this session, stay for some time, okay? And as I always say, that these sessions are primarily for all you guys. So, you have to understand this that if you want to unlock certain benefits, you want to unlock some exclusive benefits, there are certain rules that you need to follow, and I will be able to, help you with those exclusive benefits. If you are ready to get those exclusive benefits, you can type ready in the comments or you can type yes in the comments and I will share that with you. Okay. So guys, today's session, as usual, 4 hour session. I'm live between 4 to 8 p.m. and I've been associated with this channel and with crypto industry for about one and a half year now. I'm myself a trader. So I'm a day trader, or you can call me a swing trader. I wouldn't call myself as a day trader too, because sometimes I pick up swing trading. I'm a combination of scalper and a swing and a day trader. It's like it all depends on sometimes the kind of setups I get. So that is how I trade, and I trade in that direction. So uh, 738161, welcome. You wrote something. Is it Sol? What does it mean, my dear? 738161. Sol means what? Is it some other language or is it English, Hindi? What exactly it is? So I will be taking you through all the basics about spot futures and how to take a risk to reward ratio, how to plan your stop losses. Some of you last night, like I was telling, you guys have asked me this question: how to put a stop loss, how to basically go for a risk to reward, and all these kind of questions have been coming, and I will be addressing to those questions today. Other than that, what I request you guys, because you guys are joining this session, I want you guys to be interactive. Talk to me as much as you can so that we can talk and discuss your problems or issues where exactly it is going wrong. I don't want these sessions to be like one-way traffic where I'm the one only who's speaking. If I don't understand your problems, your issues, where it is going wrong, and where the things are lying, I wouldn't be able to address to any of it. So please, I want you to do that for me. And other than that, like I said, there are some exclusive benefits for all the people who are joining these sessions. And if you are ready to get those extra benefits, exclusive benefits, you can type ready or you can type yes in the comments and I will be sharing that with you. Okay. So first things first, let's move on. Today, I think the markets, let's have a look at how the overall markets are looking like first. I have not seen markets of late at all. And today, Bitcoin sitting at 89, Ethereum at 3000 BNB. Guys, all of these cryptos basically have made some all-time highs. If you remember, at least a 1 month or a month ago, there where Bitcoin was sitting at 126, Ethereum was sitting at 4,900, BNB I think was sitting around 1300 something. Solana was sitting somewhere around 294 or something like that. I'll have to check this. XRP I think around 3.18 or something like that. So all these cryptos have made some all-time highs in recent past. And after those recent like rallies that we can talk about, it's now just sitting there. There are not many primary catalysts, there are not many positive catalysts at the current moment to be able to say that yes, there will be some key drivers, some key factors that will be driving the markets very, very like the volatility is going to be like seen like really high or something like that. So currently, markets don't have those kind of catalysts that are impacting them. Like, let me have a look at it. I want to just have a look at that also. Mm, any upcoming positive, negative events impacting overall market, overall crypto markets. Excuse me. So as of now, if there are, as of now, if there is anything that can impact the markets, the answer is definitely no. Yes, there are various, things that impact the markets, but if there's any possible event that is likely to impact the market in coming future in next few days or weeks or things like that, and then in the news, at least to my knowledge, in the news, there's nothing. So I don't know as of now. Yes, like I always mention that there are a lot of things that impact the overall prices and the crypto markets as such. And one of them is definitely, the regulatory clarity, especially for stable coins and institutional investors and all of that. So we've heard of the Genius Act, we've heard of the clarity. We've heard of I think the big beautiful bill last time. We were discussing so many things about Clarity Act and all of that. So they were passed in mid 2025 in the US, and they have provided a federal network framework for stable coin. So this kind of clarity reduces a major source of uncertainty for institutional money entering into crypto. So that's the reason you see a lot of hype was built around these kind of things, and we've seen markets doing exceptionally well when these kind of acts were passed. And this was happening in the mid of 2025, not really now, but in the upcoming few days, do we have something that we can look up to? uh, the answer is of course no. So that was one thing which has happened in the recent past that definitely drove the markets like really crazy. Other than that, more crypto ETFs and institutional flows. As of late 2025, dozens of crypto ETFs, they are all waiting for approval, and if some of them are getting approved, they will be renewed institutional inflows, which could be a major tailwind for assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and major altcoins. So that's another factor that drives the markets like crazy. Thirdly, growing global institutional adoption and infrastructure maturity. According to this recent global new policy review, many jurisdictions, they are covering 70% of the global crypto exposure or are advancing stablecoin regulation. So they are making some digital asset adoption more attractive to financial institutions. So those are basically definitely key factors for driving the markets. Other than that, yes, the macroeconomic factors like the potential rate cuts and all also impact the markets in a positive way. So do we have anything as such which are going to kind of impact the market in coming few days? Then of course the answer is no, but we will but these factors will keep on impacting the markets as such. So I have user 471308 joining in. Welcome, my dear. Welcome to the stream. Can I get your name? Do you want to share any of your trading history, or do you want to basically, tell me how your trading journey is going on? Want to share anything? Please feel free to do so, because these sessions are exclusively for all you guys who are joining in. You might be facing a lot of trouble, specifically when you're starting out in the crypto world. So we want to make sure that we understand each one of your problems and help you and guide you in the best possible manner. Guys, while there will be days where there will be profits, losses, stagnation, market not moving that great, uh, how things my followers. I didn't get you, my no idea. 471308. How things my followers means what? What is that you're talking about? Okay. I think is not giving me right. I mean, I don't know what was the comment all about. Anyways, so other than that, as I was telling you that there are negative risks and headwinds also, which we need to basically keep watching. And they are all regulatory scrutiny and political driven crackdowns. Like some countries, example, like European Union or like global regulators, they are all increasing efforts to regulate cryptos, especially stablecoins. So regulatory tightening or new restrictions, they all can spook the market. So in a, if there is a kind of uh, not something building up positively, then can as well impact the markets in a negative way. So those are also something that we need to watch out. Today's market has been sitting at like 22 years, so you see the market is not doing that well. Like majority of them, they are kind of following Bitcoin footsteps. Solana is almost negative. Ethereum looks 0.2% positive, but the three are also just sitting there like that only. So it's a mixed feeling out there. The market capitalization seems to be okay, 3.04 trillion, but sometimes like it kind of is sitting at more than 4 trillion US dollars also, but volume seems to be like slowing down. Definitely, the volume is definitely coinciding with the prices. So when we are seeing that the prices have come down, it clearly shows that there has been enough liquidations that have happened, which is definitely showing with the volume that it is trading on the platform. Like not on, this is not the platform for trading, of course. This is just a overall picture of the how the crypto markets completely look like. So guys, beginners who are starting out, remember the way in stock market we do have like on the exchange platforms all the prices fluctuating up and down, going here and there. Coin market cap is one beautiful website where you can find all the information about crypto industry, the market overview, the pure greed index, market capitalization, all the data will be here. You want to find out about any crypto, any news, any information, what the project is building up, or what are the new partnerships coming up, what are the new mergers, acquisitions, anything that you want to know about any crypto, you will find this information on this particular platform. So make sure as a beginner trader, if you don't know, to use this particular website to know everything about crypto industry. You can see on the screen itself what all it has. It has every bit of information out there. while you are trading, you will obviously be trading on the exchange platform. That information is any which way is available even on the exchange platform. But if you need more broader perspective of things like that, then you can definitely refer to this website also. Now, user, I want you to do me a favor. Please, when you join in, tell me your names, tell me your stories. How is the trading journey going? If it's going good, I have no problem. But if it's somewhere you're getting stuck, you're falling behind, you're losing out on certain things like money or having some kind of problems here and there, I want you guys to basically be vocal about it. Tell me everything that you need to tell so that we can together focus on certain things what you're missing out, and then work together on the achieving of your goal. Okay, now moving on to the macro and the monetary policy risk, we are talking about interest rates, liquidity squeeze and all. If the inflation is going to stay sticky or rates are going to be high, investors will pull back the money from risk on assets like crypto. And then the borrowing cost and the global liquidity conditions, they have always in this kind of condition historically affected crypto demand. So these macro and monetary policies will always be hampering the overall growth of cryptos. So that is always there. Coming to volatility risk, crypto markets, they have been lately seeing sharp drawdowns, and recent weeks erased over more than 1.2 trillion US dollars in market value. So that shows how fast sentiments can reverse. So markets are just like that, and markets do behave like that. So that is why we have to basically trade smartly and trade in the direction of just a sec. Let me have a look. I have some messages coming in the group. Okay. Let me invite the users. Just a sec. Okay. So sorry. I was sending the invites to the people. Sometimes I do get messages here and there, some kind of sometimes addressing to those. So yeah. So guys, as I was telling you that there are key factors, key things that kind of impacts the overall prices of the crypto, and there are both positive and negative things that impact the markets on the whole. Guys, I want you guys to, whenever you join the session, to share your name and what are the problems that you guys are facing in terms of your crypto journey, like like any particular thing that you want to discuss, please feel free to ask those kind of questions. Okay. Other than that, yes, dependency on institutional inflows and ETF approvals, like I was mentioning, that expected ETF approvals or institutional moves, they are all stalling or getting rejected, and the market could face a supply squeeze or capital outflow. So they kind of depress the prices. So that's the reason we will see a negative impact on the overall market, and that kind of impacts the overall markets as such. Coming to the primary catalyst or the event and why it really matters for all of us to know all of this is further ETF approvals like Bitcoin, stable coins, altcoins, and everything. They all could unlock major institutional capital and broaden access beyond BTC, Ethereum, boosting liquidity and valuations. Uh, that is why we have to, keep a tab on all this information. Now, moving on to continued regulatory development, US, EU, and other major jurisdictions, there's more clarity which can reduce perceived risk, and harsh regulation or bans can trigger capital flight. So we have to continue to watch for the regulatory developments, and that is very important for all of us, because that will be reducing the risk associated, and harsh regulation or bans, they will basically um, trigger capital flight, which means that it can impact the markets negatively or positively depending on what kind of factors are coming into picture. Other than that, global macroeconomic shifts like interest rates, major jurisdictions, inflation, liquidity, I told you already, rate changes, monetary policy directly impacting risk assets flows and credit costs and investor risk appetite. So it kind of negatively impacts, of course. Now moving on to the market sentiment and the market cycle, ETF inflows, outflows, leverage, liquidity conditions, and all of that. Recent big drawdowns and liquidation events, liquidity and leverage levels matter a lot for where the price is going to go next. So these are all the things that overall impacts the market. And currently, at the moment, we don't have those kind of major catalysts. Yes, we are still trying to figure out all of that. If any upcoming event is going to basically impact the overall strength or the overall way of the market is moving. Hi, my dear Nurudan. Nurudan 250. Is that how I say your name? Is it the right way I'm pronouncing your name, or is it wrong? Something like that. How is your crypto journey going on, my dear Nurudan? Would you like to share it? Guys, each one of you is so important for us. That's the reason whenever you guys are joining in, I kind of address to each one of you with your names and your user IDs and everything. But some of you respond, some of you don't respond. So yes, everything's going to be fine. Yes, of course it's going to be fine. It looks like you're in a profitable situation. Are you in a profitable situation, or you are in a loss? Because some of them are like really badly crying for the losses that they are bearing, and I don't want anyone's situation to be like that. I'm glad that you are happy, good going. Hope your trading journey is going great, Nurudan. Hope your, the kind of trades that you're taking is going successful. Do you want to share something with me, as in like about anything which you want to? That's great. That's great. I really hope not just you, but all the people who keep joining these sessions, each one of you should be profitable. I really have my sympathy, empathy, and all my those kind of empathetic and feelings for the people who are losing out on money. Don't worry, guys. Uh, One day, if you are like at a loss or something, don't lose your head over it. There will be days where you'll again gain some profits. It's just that you just have to change your strategies here and there. You have to make some permutation combinations, and that's where it will basically be set off. So uh, as I always tell in my sessions, that a successful trader is not someone who is like taking trades and is always profitable. A successful trader knows how to basically take a trade, knows how to take losses, knows how to stay patient in the markets even when they are not moving that great. And in the end, when you take the average of all the trades that a person has taken and you're still profitable, that's what makes a trader successful. It's not about one trade you take, you become successful, or you take 100 trades and your accuracy is standing at 100%. It's never going to happen. There will be days where it will be negative too. But at the end, how you're able to cope up with those losses, how you're able to recover, that also matters. So I have another user here, 8989946. Welcome, my dear. Welcome to the stream. Nuruddin is having a great time. He's skyrocketing. I can see with the comments, he's sending rockets out there. So I think he's basically doing really well. So Nuruddin, do you want to share some kind of like your stories or anything to encourage our users that yes, our all of us can make some great money here? You want to share, you can do so. Or I had this user 899 sorry, what was the number? 8989946. Tell me guys that how you guys are doing, how you guys are placed, happy, not happy, sad. I know losing out on money is a very painful thing. So, a lot of you might be feeling that pain too. And I totally get that and I understand that thing. But don't worry, guys, I'm there with you. I'm there to help you. It's just that you have to tell me everything what's happening and I'll be able to help you. I had two users last night who were asking me that question. I want to know if those users are joining in the session. Although I've sent the message in the chat in the Telegram group too. I'm not sure if they're joining the session. Even if they don't, I'm going to cover up their topic. But I wish they should be here because they are the one who raised this question. So I have a new user 603777. 603 Welcome to the stream, my dear. Do you have any personal any kind of requirement as such that you want me to address to? You can let me know. Because two of my users last night, when I was about to sleep, like around midnight, 12, 1 o'clock, they're messaging and they're like telling me their sad stories about the losses that they have suffered. They're not able to take proper stop losses, or they're not able to put proper take profits and things like that. They asked me certain questions, which definitely I'm going to talk about now and in the next 3 hours of session that we have. So if you have any personal or any other particular requirement, 603 you can also shoot out your question. It doesn't matter. As and when I'm like going about talking about the topics, I'm going to basically also like look into your topic too. So feel free to do so that I can respond to your questions also. Guys, these sessions are exclusively for you, and we have some specific exclusive benefits for all our users out here. So I want you guys to tell me, write yes in the comments and tell me that yes, you are ready to unlock some exclusive benefits, and I will tell you what it is. Write yes in the comments and I will tell you the exclusive benefits for all our users joining in from across the globe. So can I request each one of you to do that for me? 3144556037. If I don't get the response, then I'm just assuming you're not interested. That's fine. I'm not forcing anybody out here. But just in case, if you are interested in unlocking some exclusive benefits, then you have to type yes in the comments and I will tell you more about it. All right. Now, so there was this question last night. I think I remember there was a guy there was a customer named Zohaib who's asked me this question, and there was someone who was also Peter. Peter, what is his name? Peter John. Peter something. Peter. Wait, hold on. Peter Joseph. Okay, these two customers have asked me certain questions, and I'm going to talk about it. Peter, if you're watching this, and Zohaib also, you if you're watching this, so I'm answering to your questions. Uh, first question was, of course, how to put stop losses, how to take profits, and things like that. This was asked by Peter Joseph. Peter Joseph asked me this question last night, and today also in the morning he was going on emphasizing on that. So I will be talking more about it. So as a beginner trader, a lot of you basically don't understand. Okay, 6037 has written a yes, but he or she has basically disappeared. Now, how do I tell you if you've disappeared? How am I supposed to tell you what you are looking for? Like, how am I supposed to tell you the benefits if you just walk away without knowing it? Okay, I'm just waiting for you. Since you've typed yes, once you are back into the stream again, I will reiterate. But I don't, guys, I don't want you guys to basically disappear after sending messages and all. Please don't do this. Stay a little while, understand what we are trying to do here, and then we will definitely look into it. 314455 Sharif IG 929, sorry, 925937. All you guys, welcome to the stream. As I was telling to 603777 that there are some exclusive benefits for our users. So if you would want to avail those exclusive benefits, type yes in the comments and I will tell you what are the exclusive benefits that you get on the stream. So I have user 691367314455. Hi guys, hi 691387. Hi my dear, hi. Tell me guys, do you want to unlock any exclusive benefits? Because see, these exclusive benefits are not for everyone and anyone. So when I say exclusive, it's just going to be for you. And if you're interested, you can do that. And we basically can look into, doing this together. So can I get some yes in the comments? And if I get some yes, then I'm going to tell you the benefits. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with the topic. Okay, 31445. I see there are two users, of course. Is that Peter Joseph in the stream? Is there Zohaib Khan in the stream? Can I know these two people are there in the stream or not? Come on. Peter Joseph and Zohaib Khan. Are you guys in the stream? I give you next 2 to 3 minutes to confirm. Is anyone named with Peter Joseph? Somebody called Zohaib Khan? These two users, are you guys there in the stream? Can you guys confirm? I know a lot of users are joining in, which is a good thing. Very, very warm welcome to all my lovely people out there. 443662. Who else is there? 314455. Welcome. 691387. Zohaib and Peter, are you there in the stream? Looks like they're not. The reason I'm asking their names again and again is because last night, midnight 12, they've disturbed me badly, like in my sleep. So I have a question 691387 asking how can I make my withdrawal? It's a simple procedure, my dear. I'm going to show you. Wait, let me log into the profile first. Withdrawal is simple. Hold on, I will show you. Okay, so this is how your profile is, right? So you come to the wallet here. I'm answering to your question 69138 again. You guys disappear. You ask a question, you disappear. How am I going to answer you? Tell me, how am I going to answer you? This is really not acceptable. Trust me. You have to basically stay in the stream so that I can answer you. All right. Now, you can see that there is this wallet option here. You can see it on the top right corner. So this is where basically I go and then I click on withdraw. Because I don't have fiat option in my particular profile. That's why you might not see fiat withdrawal or something. So I just have this crypto withdrawal. Okay, I'll come to this. I'm going to select whatever my cryptocurrency. Suppose your cryptocurrency is not in USDT form, but it is in, say, for example, it's in, let me just pick up something. Let me pick Solana. For example, you've picked up Solana because obviously with fiat you're going to buy USDT, and with USDT you're going to buy some crypto. So what you are going to do is you're going to click on that particular crypto. See, the procedure or the thing is going to be different for the fiat currency. This we are solely talking about crypto here, crypto withdrawal. So you have this whatever crypto which is there in your wallet, whether it's a spot wallet, futures wallet, you'll put that here. You have this withdrawal address, and then basically what you need to do is you have to bring uh, like uh, like you might be, you want to basically transfer it to certain other wallets or things like that, right? You might hold an account with Binance, you might hold with uh, you might hold account with any other crypto exchange platform. So that address you basically need to bring it here, copy paste here, add the address here. Like, so see, you have the network Solana BEP20. You will enter the address here and add it over here. And once you click on add, the withdrawal amount will go to your respective, wallet in the other exchange. I hope this procedure is clear for you guys. This is clear and easy to understand. I, although I don't have that fiat withdrawal option here, I have just crypto option. I'll show you once again. Somebody asked me this question 6931887. So for example, let's say that you have Ethereum in your wallet line, like you have some Ethereum which is lying in a spot wallet or futures, whatever. So you need to go to this. You have two networks here. The timing is slightly different for both. ERC20 is going to take 2 minutes for processing. BEP20 is going to take 1 minute for processing. You can select whichever is okay with you. It's not much of a difference, 1 minute difference. For example, you selected BEP20. Then what you will do is you'll click on this and you'll come and click on the address here. Now, what you will do is you'll go to the other exchange platform where you want this particular crypto to go. You'll pick up the address from there. You will copy that address there and you will add that address here. So what you have to do is, if you are transferring to ERC20, you should be picking up ERC20 address only from that particular exchange platform and that network information only. If you're doing BEP, then you should pick up BEP information only, so that you can put the withdrawal address here. If you have to add any notes out here, you can add any comments, like what, like you want to give some extra information or something, then add like this. Now, what does this mean? Are you guys able to relate to this? This is like how you add beneficiary in the bank accounts. This is something similar to that. When you're depositing or when you're withdrawing and you're basically adding these addresses out here, this is nothing but, if I talk in very generic and easy manner, it's nothing but something like when you're doing a bank transaction, you are basically going to add beneficiary, right? You're going to add the IBAN number, you're going to add the Swift code. If it's an international transfer, you will add the Swift code, you will add the IBAN numbers and things like that. The same way, it is exactly how it works. It might be sounding a little gibberish to you, or might be sounding like a little foreign type to you, but it's nothing difficult or nothing new out here. It just means that all you're trying to do is you're trying to add a beneficiary here. So the way you add a beneficiary in a bank account, you're exactly doing the same thing. In banking terms, in finance terms, we call it as beneficiary. And in crypto terms, we just talk about wallet addresses. So now, not necessary that you have to like you not necessary that you have to have an exchange platform in some, like you have to have another exchange platform, another wallet elsewhere. You can as well use the wallet address of any other user, like it can be your friends, family, anybody also, right? You can use any of it and you can transfer. But the major thing that you need to remember is once it's transferred, once the transaction goes through, and if for example you're typing in any wrong address, you mistyped something or some numbers here and there, or the address was like some details were like tampered here and there, or something has happened, then if the transaction goes through to a wrong person or entity, then it can be a riskier thing, and recovering that can be a little riskier thing. I don't think it's impossible, but it becomes very difficult if you kind of transfer it to wrong people. So make sure you double check whether you're using your own exchange wallet address from other exchange platform, or you're using any other friends, family, anybody's wallet address. You have to be sure that that the address is 100% accurate. Otherwise, transferring it to some other person can be a riskier thing and can become a little difficult. So be careful of that. Withdrawing, depositing addresses has to be accurate, guys, please. I'm reiterating, one single mistake here and there can cost you a lot, because you are also dealing with cryptos which are like really really expensive cryptos that you're dealing with. I don't want you guys to make any silly error and lose out on your money by transferring it to wrong accounts, wrong wallet addresses, or things like that. Okay, I hope this withdrawal process, who has asked this question, 691387, I hope this is answering to your questions. Any more users who would like to ask any other questions, please feel free to ask, because I am, as and when I'm getting any questions in the comments, I'm answering to those questions. 120885, welcome to the stream. Tell me if you are interested in any kind of extra benefits, exclusive benefits that you're looking for yourself. Tell me yes in the comments, and I will tell you, and I will reveal out the exclusive benefits, and we will be discussing about it. Okay, if you're interested only, and if you're not, then that's fine. Otherwise, let me know in the comments saying that yes, you are interested, and I will tell you about the exclusive benefits that you get when you come on this platform, and when you are basically trading along with me. Okay, so shall I move ahead now? 525270, welcome to the stream. Shall I move ahead? I think I have answered to the question to the previous user. Now I'm going back to my the topic for the day that I was discussing. And I was telling you guys that last night there were like two people who asked me this question, Zohaib and Peter Joseph. I'm answering to their question now, because I promised them that I'm going to basically cover that topic today, and I'm doing it. So let me tell you, as a beginner trader, most of us are basically very, very confused how we should even plan out our entries, exits, what should be risk to reward, what should be the stop losses, and things like that. So don't worry, it's not just the problem with you, it's just problem with every trader who is just starting out in this industry. So risk to reward is always like, you have to remember in your mind that if you are risking $1, which means you are risking $1, then your reward or whatever profit that you are expecting should be double the amount that you are risking out there. Say you are risking $2, then your profit should be double of it, which is $4. say you're risking $3, then your profit should be $6. So risk to reward ratio always work in this particular direction. The risk is $1, your profit should be double of it. $1 means your profit should be $2. $2 is what you're risking, then at least a minimum of $4 is what you should get as profit. If you're risking $3, then at least a minimum of $6 is what you should be expecting. So now 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4, there is innumerable kind of permutation combination which you guys can put, and obviously some of them will definitely be possible also if the markets are moving in such a great pace and there's like a lot of volatility, there's good liquidity in the market, then yes, 1 is to 4, 1 is to 5, 1 is to 6, 7, those also numbers are possible. And I myself, I am telling you because I'm a trader myself, I'm telling you out of my own experience, I have also achieved like 1 is to 7, 8 ratio also, because there were days when markets were moving so great, I was able to achieve that also. In a day, like I was able to achieve at least a profit of 100, $150 also per day. So if I'm using these numbers, they are not unrealistic number, they are real numbers, and I'm not just saying for the sake of saying. This is not a hype, this is not some fake thing or something, this is real number that I'm telling you. And if you want, I can pull out my historical information, show you my profit and loss account also, and you can see it yourself that in a day even $100 is possible, even 150 is possible, whatever you want. But now the question here, what it is arrives here is that in under what circumstances is that possible. So of course you have to have a proper sizing of the position. Definitely you can't be expecting 1 is to 7 or 8 ratio when the markets are just moving about 1 or 2%, right? This kind of number is only possible when the markets are either moving like 7, 8, 10, 20, 10, 12%. That's when, you know, such kind of numbers are also possible. But when we talk about 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3, these kind of like reduced risk to rewards are basically expected to happen in the markets where markets are not moving even 1%, or they are in negative, or they're moving negative 2, 3%, something like that. See, the negative 2, 3% really don't matter when it comes to profitability, because when you're trading in futures, you're trading in both the directions. So it doesn't matter if it is minus 2 or 3, or it is a positive 2 or 3, because ultimately what matters is, even if it is negative, you might be still taking short trades and you will still be making some profits, which is possible. But earning a risk to reward of 1 is to 2 or 1 is to 3, is that possible or not, that question, then the answer is definitely. If the market is moving like at a 1%, 0.5, something like that, you might not be able to earn that kind of a profit. The reason I tell you is because there's something called ATR. You must have heard this word ATR, which is like average true range, what we call it as. So that basically shows you from what level to what level the market is moving. For example, you must have seen me, if you are following me for some time now, that I keep on drawing support and resistance levels. Why do I do that? Did you even ask yourself, why do I even do that? The moment I come in, I draw these ranges. Have you ever noticed me doing this? Like when I come to this live session, and when I'm about to give you buy sell signals, or when I'm about to tell you where, you know, the trading opportunity lies or something, the first and foremost thing which I kind of do is, the moment I enter is, I pick up a horizontal line, okay, and I draw this resistance on the extreme levels, and I draw the support levels on again the extreme lower levels, and then I see now where the price is sitting and all of that. The reason I do this is because in a day, what is the average true range of the price that it is moving is what I want to determine. Okay, ATR is nothing but it's the range in which the price is trying to move, and I draw a vertical line here because this is where the market has closed, the previous market has closed, and this is where the new market has opened. So now what I try to do is, I try to put a measuring scale here, and I'll measure this from the lowest point to the highest point, seeing that what is the range. So you can see yourself is just about 1.10%. I'm just taking from the I'm taking from the lowest point to the highest point, like in the previous, like in the 24 hours. I'm not taking like data from previous day or something like that. You saw that I have drawn a barrier here. I've drawn one line here, like a wall kind of a thing, to bifurcate and say that yes, this was the previous day's data, so I'm not bothered about it. Yes, if I want to do a little comparison, trying to figure out like how the previous day's performance has been, sometimes what I do is, if I want to test like certain areas, like see that whether this particular zone, was it tested previously, was it something which was visited already or not, then I kind of pull back the information for like previous 2 days, 3 days, 72 hours information, or 48 hours of information, and then I try to see if anywhere this particular zone that I'm trying to target, is it covered or not. The reason I want to know is because if it is already tested, like tried and tested for like couple of times, 3, 4, 5 times, then there might be a chance it might not revisit that zone, because price will have a tendency of testing that zone for saying like, say like 4, 5 times, and then it kind of either breaks through that point or either breaks down the point. So it has this capacity. So in that scenario, what I do is I kind of go back and check sometimes the 48 hours data, 72 hours data, to see what I'm trying to target. Is it going to be revisited or not, and should I target in that zone or not? Okay, so you can also do this. The easiest way is you can always pull 24 hours data and just start your trading for the day. There's nothing like you have to pull out 5 days data, 10 days data, 20 days data. That's what swing traders to basically go through. You have to, because swing traders, what they tend to do is they like to capture the bigger market structure. They want to see overall how the trend looks like, the overall maybe like past 1 month or couple of days, how the overall trend has been. Is it uptrend, downtrend, or where exactly the price is heading? So for swing traders, because they're trying to capture a movement which they want to target and focus on, they like to see the bigger picture of it. Yes, as a scalper, as a swing trade, as a day trader, even your job should also include in looking at the bigger time frames. It is important, but how it is important is basically what I say is, like, you look at the bigger picture and then decide on to putting your entries depending on how the bigger picture looks like. Okay, that is how you plan your entries. Now if you see there's an uptrend going on the bigger time frame, there's an uptrend which is in the bigger time frame, then you know that overall the price is doing well, the moving averages price is above the moving average. So then in that case, in shorter time frame, whether it is in whether even if it is showing as downtrend for smaller time, for smaller time, it means that for smaller time, maybe just there's a pullback that has come, but you can still take a buy trade in that zone, and make like you can make profits through taking a long or buy position. And the opposite of it is what you have to do when you see that on a bigger time frame there's a downtrend going on, and on a shorter time frame, whether there is a uptrend or downtrend doesn't matter. You basically can plan your what do you call, short entry basis that. Now sometimes what happens is there is one small little difference. Now while you can look at the bigger time frames looking at downtrend or uptrend and then plan your entry in the shorter time frame, now one very important thing is you don't want to waste your time in basically getting either your money stuck, or you don't want to basically waste your time in getting your stop losses hit. So what is the maybe right approach or right way to do is, or you wait for the sniper entry or the perfect entry setup, is like you have to see that bigger time frames are justifying saying that it's in downtrend. Okay, the sellers are in control, RSI is basically in overbought conditions. Overbought means above 70. And then you come to the shorter time frames to see that it's in downtrend only. if in shorter time frame it's in uptrend, but in bigger time frame it is in downtrend, then again the chances of stop loss getting hit is high, or your money getting stuck, or your time wastage is basically possible. So we don't want to get trapped in those kind of zones. So the thing is, you have to see that bigger time frame also you have downtrend, and then on a shorter time frame also you come to a downtrend, and then you take a short entry there, because of course downtrend means the price is going to go further down, further down, further down, further down. So that's where your opportunity lies. Now, moving to the risk to reward ratio, as I told you, if you're risking $1, your profit taking should be $2. If you're risking $2, your risk to reward should be like $4, like double of it. You are always targeting for the double of the profit. Like whatever you are putting in the money, you want double of it. You're putting $100. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to target for $200. That's not how it works. Risk to reward is like $100. You put it at whatever price. So you are trying to aim at least like about $10 or $20 is what you're trying to aim at. So that is how you kind of picture it, and that is how you see. For example, I'll show you on the charts itself. Let me just take a long. Okay, I'm not giving any buy sell position, but I'm just you know giving you how you put, like how you put your entry. So this is, you see on the screen, risk to reward here is showing as um, 1:1. This is 1:1, guys. So you are taking an entry at 3046, and you are basically exiting at 3055. So how much is that? Shall I calculate? So 3046 minus 3055. So it's like $9 that we are aiming at. Did I put it at the right place? 3045 and 305. It's like almost $10. Okay. Now I'm trying to aim 1:2. So 1:2 is here somewhere. Wait, let me lower it. Yeah, somewhere over here. I might not be able to accurately pick up 2 here. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh, okay. This 0.1 is just going up and down. That's okay. Now, this is my 1:2 ratio. Okay. My entry point is, but I have not set my stop loss yet. So wait for that too. Okay. So my basically 3046 is here. This is my entry point, and my exit point is at 3063. But because I have not put my stop loss till, this could mean that it is not 1:2, it is more than that only. So I'm going to put my stop loss a little more lower than this. You see, when I'm trying to lower my stop loss, the risk to reward is very high over there. Can you see this? That is why I was telling you that. So what we're trying to aim here is, let me click on this. I'll try to lower it more. So if I'm taking an entry at say 3045, okay, I'm taking an entry at 45. This is totally subject to person, subject to the kind of capacity I am able to bear. It's not like there is no hard and fast rule. There is no any mathematical calculation, logical reasoning, or anything as such. Guys, this is totally dependent on you guys. Like if you have the capacity to bear bigger loss, I don't know, you want to set it a little more higher than that, you can do it. But why, as any trader or an entrepreneur or a business mindset, why would you even want to risk that kind of a great amount, right? So you should basically try to minimize the risk as much as possible. Now when you're trying to reduce the risk, from there you plan your, now you saw that 3055 is what I'm taking the entry, and I don't want to
risk more than $2 over here. So I set my stop loss at 3043. Now with that, if I see, then my risk to reward, what I'm trying to exit at is 3064 is like almost 1:7 it is becoming. I don't want to take 1:7. It's okay. I want to reduce it, say like 1:2 or 1:3. So now my 1:2 is sitting here, which means I'm taking an entry at 3046. My stop loss is at 3043 and I am trying to take my profit at 3051, which is like, okay, double the amount what I'm trying to aim at. So 3051 minus 3046, if I do, it's like almost close to $5. So it's like almost double of what I am putting in. I'm kind of getting it. So like $5 is what I'm able to fetch through this particular um, transaction, like this kind of a setup. Now you, if you're going to basically increase your stop loss much, then you will also have to make sure that if you are increasing that much stop loss, then your risk to reward should also be double of it. It can't be like lower than that. Like for example, if your stop loss is like 1%, then your risk to reward should be 2%. It should be double of it. It should always be like something, your profits should always be double of the kind of loss that you're taking, which means that, for example, in one trade you got a like your stop loss got hit, which means you took a 1% of a loss. The next trade, at least you know that you will be able to recover it. There maybe you might be able to adjust your take profit a little more higher. But then see, just because in previous trade you got your stop loss hit, doesn't mean like immediately in the next trade you might be able to recover it. That's again not a win-win situation. It might be possible, yes, ho sakta hai in the very next moment also you find some very sniper entry and you might be able to get a 1:2 or even a 1:3 for that matter. So always have this mindset, like whether you're taking multiple trades in a day or you're taking only one trade per day. So if you're trying to aim, your aim should be like, if you're taking a loss of 1%, some don't even go for 1%, they go for 0.5% only. They'll be like, no, I don't want to risk that much also, I'll just take 0.5%. So it is so totally subject to you. So 1% means you are basically, if you're keeping stop loss as 1%, then your take profit is at 2%, 3%, something like that. Or if you're if for example your stop loss is at 0.5, then you should be aiming at 1%, 2% as your take profit. So for example, your stop loss is $50, then your take profit should be either 100 or it should be 150. Like, you're understanding the ratio right here. So that is how you should be aiming at, and that is how you should be trying to cover up sometimes, like when you even have losses, or when you are basically maybe in one of the trades you're kind of getting some losses, so you got loss already. So the next time then you're aiming, then that is how you should keep the mindset. Now what normally happens is, like for example, I have drawn this support and resistances on the chart. So my support is sitting at 3023. Okay, now my support is sitting at 3023 and my resistance is sitting at 3056. So now from both the points I can take a trade. From 3056 I can take a short sell entry. Up from 3023 uh, I can plan my long buy entry. Now I know in the present situation, price is moving in between, but for example, if the price was hovering around the support zones, definitely you will take a long buy trade there. Now, when you're taking a long buy trade, for example, you take a trade at 3025. Okay, 3025 is what you took a trade at when it reached the support zone. So your stop loss should be somewhere below your support zone. So maybe 3023 or more lower than that, 30222120, like that. You can keep it as your stop loss. Now, the kind of intense the intense amount, or the kind of amount that you're trying to put it as a stop loss, is like, as I told, it's a totally your choice. No there's no math here, there is no logic here, there's nothing like what you should put here. I gave you a simple logic that if you are losing, like if you're losing $50, you should aim to basically get $100 in the next trade. If you're losing on $100, then your aim should be either 150 $200. That is how you are trying to basically cover up what you're trying to lose. So yes, in some of the trades you might lose out on it. There will be times where you will lose out on it, and but there will be days where you will basically make through it. So there is, the logic is very simple. And the moment you see your trade, the kind of trade you're taking, the kind of setup that you're getting into, if it is not going in your favor, just put a stop loss, get done with the day, get done with the trade. Don't overdo things, don't break your head over it, don't revenge trade, or just because, okay, I'm not getting the required results or something like that. Over trading, that's again going to be psychologically impacting you, that's going to psychologically have a negative impact on you. So better stop it there and then itself, get done with it. And you still have that control on your emotions, control on your overall well-being, and then trade in the right direction, only then go for it. Otherwise, get done with the day and then move on to the next day or take a small sniper entry. And I'm not saying you have to wait for the next day or something, because crypto markets, they run 24/7. Maybe you can just take a small short like little break here and there, come back rejuvenated and come back more fresh and energized, and then you can again plan your entry in that way. So this is about risk to reward ratio. This is about stop losses, how you can aim, how you can put a perfect stop loss strategy. So when you have clear cuts, support resistances, the your stop losses should be always sitting below your support and resistances. Resistance only when you are trying to short sell, and support only when you're trying to long buy. And as I also told you, there is something called ATR, which is average true range, that is great for scalpers. You might not need, if you're a day trader or you're a swing trader, you might not need this average true range really, because you're not trying to see where the market is moving it within um, within that range or not. You really don't care about it, because you're trying to capture bigger picture of it. So it really don't matter to you. So you have to see that if how you can basically place yourself, your stop loss using ATR is like, you can use ATR 5 minutes, which is good for scalpers. The stop loss should be like 1 into ATR, which is a safer way of trading. And if it is aggressive, then you have to be like 0.8 into ATR. You have to see the range that it is moving in, like what is the kind of range it is moving in, and then decide onto that actually. So don't throw random numbers out there, guys, like I'll risk $5, I'll risk $10, $20, not like that. See that what is achievable, and if in case you kind of don't get onto that number, then this is the maximum that I can risk, so that next time I can get the recovery. Not like you're overdoing things, like for example, you're seeing that market has moved 3-4% also against you, and you are in a leverage position, and even if the market has moved like 3%, 2%, 4% against you, still sitting there hoping that your profits are going to be achieved, all your numbers, like the price is going to reverse, or your numbers are going to be achieved, then you are the biggest fool on this earth, that you're not realizing that it has already surpassed the zone that it had to kind of give you the profit, and it has already surpassed that zone. And I don't know. See, yes, the market does have the habit of sometimes hitting the very lower benchmarks and then again retesting the previous zones and things like that. But sometimes what happens is, what we tend to kind of miss out on is, we take a trade basis the shorter time frame, not realizing that on a bigger time frame a reversal or a trend reversal has already happened. That is where exactly your losses are getting hit, your stop losses are getting hit, because you didn't realize, you looked at the shorter time frame, you took an entry there, you thought that, okay, basis shorter time frame, I am all set, I'm taking a long trade, I'm taking a short trade. But you didn't realize that the reversal has happened, and that is where exactly your stop loss will hit. So that realization comes very late, where 3%, like sometimes market moves about 3 4 5%, and then you start realizing, shit, the reversal has happened and I didn't realize. And then you start exiting from the market, and you take a very bigger loss than what you could have actually stopped at a very minimalistic range. Like you could have stopped it at maybe less than 0.5% also, but you tend to ignore the signal, so you tend to miss out on certain information. Then that is where exactly your losses kind of happen. So it is very important, guys, specifically when you guys are doing futures trading, that if you do not know how to spot reversals, you do not know how to see if the trend is reversing or not, don't even get into futures trading. I'm telling you, you're not going to get anything. You're going to end up losing money all the time. Better to start with spot trading in that scenario, until unless you understand how the market kind of moves in and up and up and down, up and down, up and down, to understand the cycle and to understand certain this roller coaster ride that it goes through, to understand that for some time at least stay in spot, so that you understand. Because why am I telling you that you should stay in spot is because of course the only reason I'm telling you is because a until unless you plan to sell your particular unit, nobody is going to take away that from you, unlike in futures, because you're using leverage money there, you're using the platform money, that position is not going to stay forever. So your position is going to get liquidated, even if the market is behaving in a certain way. Like for example, you've taken a 5x of a position, leverage position. So your position is going to stay only up to the market movement, where it is moving about 20% or something. The moment that benchmark hits or something like that, then your position is going to get liquidated by itself. So you know that that position forever cannot stay. At some point, maybe 1 day, 2 day, 3 day शायद stick हो जाए, but third or fourth day is it's bound to basically liquidate. Now, why do you even want to liquidate that position after 2 days, 3 days, or whatever? You don't want to do that. So instead, rather go for spot trading, go for trading and understanding that how the reversal works. Then, after you're thorough with like how it is working for you, then maybe you can switch to the futures trading zone, and then see that exactly your predictions or your speculations about the market is going right or not. So I'm not encouraging or I'm not advising anything as such, like in the sense what you should do or what you should not. This is all kind of guidance here, which will definitely, and based on my own experiences and things like that, I'm telling you. So, futures trading, beauty of it, yes, you're trading in both the directions. So that's why, every day can be an opportunity day for you. You are not just sitting there waiting for the markets to only just go up, unlike in spot trading, where you're, because you want to buy and then you want to buy low and then you want to sell high. So you're always wishing that the market should go up, but market will not always go up, right? Market will go down also. So in that scenario, yes, the futures trading come into picture. So obviously, even if it is going down during those sessions, during those times, those negative days, those downtrend days, you still have the opportunity lying there. So trading in both the directions is still possible, but it is beautiful, it is good, it is advantageous only when you know how to speculate and you know how to analyze the markets in the right direction. But if you are like even point 0.5 slight doubtful also about whether you don't know how to spot the reversal, you don't know if the reversal is coming in or if it is retracing, there's a small pullback or there's a complete reversal happening, you're not sure of how to look at the charts or analyze or things like that, then you might be in a grave situation out there. So I have users joining in 314455. Who else is it? 7333669. Welcome to the stream, all you people. If anybody has any questions, make sure you drop into the comments. I want you guys to also drop in saying yes by ES in the comments if you want me to reveal out the benefits, exclusive benefits which I have for all you guys on this platform. So if you are interested in those exclusive benefits, type in yes in the comments and I will tell you about it. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with the topic, go with the flow, go with whatever is being asked to me. Um, do I have Peter Joseph in the stream? Do I have Zohaib in the stream? Can I know if it is if those guys are here in the stream? Because the topic which I am covering today is specifically related to these two people. So do I have Zohaib in the stream right now? Do I have Peter Joseph in the stream? Can I get some yes, no, maybe? I'm not saying that you guys cannot be part of these and you guys cannot have these same questions or doubts. Yes, of course, you can have the same kind of doubts and same kind of scenarios too. But because these questions were asked specifically by the people, by these two people specifically, Peter Joseph and Zohaib, so I want them to be part of this. Guys, just don't ask these questions and just disappear for some reason. I want you guys to be proactive, participate, and ask me right kind of questions at the right time. So that together we can basically figure out some good strategies, things like that for you, and then together we can maybe look into the perfect entry setups, exit setups, or if there are losses, how you can recover and all of that. All these things we will basically look into. Okay, so if nobody is going to ask me that question, I'm going to take a small 5 minutes break here. And then I will continue talking to you guys once I'm back from the break. So the setup, like just I showed you how to use the long buy position tool or short buy position, sorry, short sell tool and all. It was just to show you how to use it. I haven't really shown any kind of entry, exit, or any kind of buy or sell signal. Nothing I have given there. So please be careful of that and be clear on that. I'm not giving any buy sell signal there. I'm just showing you how to use that tool and how to adjust your profit and adjust your stop losses and how you can basically manage your day and manage your trade setups that way. So I hope you're trying to get what I'm trying to do here. And if there are no questions coming in, I'm going to take a small 5 minutes break here. Then we'll continue talking about this topic only. Definitely about take profits, stop losses, and also something with relation to how we can recover on the losses or things like that. We will be covering up in a short while. So meanwhile, people, whoever is with me, people joining in from the outside sources, YouTube, X, and all of that, or people from internal application itself, I want you guys to basically shoot out all your questions and get your things clarified so that we all are on the same page and discuss on the same kind of topics. So let's move and have a small little break here.
So hi, my dear. 964695. Have a hello. 283814314455. Hi, welcome to the stream. 283814314455. Any specific questions you guys have in relation to what we are talking, or any other specific questions too? That's fine. You can ask me anything. And we have some exclusive benefits for the users. So if in case you are interested and you would like to let me know about you, let you know about it, then basically I can share that, and you can basically type yes in the comments and I will do that for you. So if you are ready to know those exclusive benefits, then please type in yes in the comment section. All right. So before going for the break, I told you guys that we are looking into risk to reward ratio, and today talking about like where to put your stop losses and things like that. So the two users that I see online, if any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. So very important thing which all of us have to know is identifying the trend. Identifying trend is the most important thing in any crypto trading, because when you know how to take a trade basis trend, and you're trading in the direction of a trend, then you are basically trading in the right direction, because it's a belief that trend is a friend, right? So you've heard of this quote a lot maybe. So it's very simple logic. When you're trying to trade in the direction of the trend, that's where exactly your profits are sitting. Otherwise trend is going in some certain direction and your trade is going in other direction, it is definitely not going to be a right kind of a setup for you. So how do you identify trend? That is a very important question. So there is different indicators, there are different tools that we use basically to identify. Yesterday when I was doing a live trade with you guys, and I was basically giving you buy sell signals also, I used something called as Fibonacci retracement. I'm sure you must have seen me using that tool a lot. Even that is a very good useful tool, although it will not show you the trend reversal, or it is not going to show you exactly trend change or trend thing, but it kind of gives you the hint that the because that retracement tool is for knowing retracement levels. So because price has this habit of going down up, so if it is basically just pulling back a little and then trying to bounce back, so that tool also kind of gives you that information. So you can definitely use Fibonacci retracement to find out retracement levels. If price is retracing, then definitely there's no trend reversal happening. But if the price is not retracing after using the tool, you saw that it has crossed all the Fibonacci retracement levels, then yes, the trend is reversing. So with that also you can identify. Other than that, most of the people, a lot of us, including me, I as a trader, I use moving averages to identify if the trend is reversing or not. Of course, I do use Fibonacci retracement also to see if it is retracing or it is basically completely changing the direction only. Or sometimes I use moving averages also. So if you want to use moving average, you can use a 200 moving average, which you can draw it both on shorter time frames, and you can draw it on the bigger time frames too, to see if price is behaving below that moving average or if it is behaving above that. So with that, you'll know
if it is a downtrend or a like if it is a uptrend. So when you try to put the 200 MA, and if price is above like 200 MA, it's basically indicating a bias buy over there. And if the price is basically below the 200 MA, price is below 200 MA, it's basically indicating a bias sell over there, which means it's like a downtrend that's going on. That's why we have to short sell in that direction. Now I will show you live what I'm talking. I'll show you live with the on the charts itself. Hold on for a second. I'm going to change the settings here. This is my 30 period candle, but I'm going to draw a 200 MA here. So you see, so you can see this, I'm on a 5-minute chart, but I'll go to 4 hours chart to see the bigger picture of it. So my bigger picture is showing me that past whatever, like even if I see from December itself, I'm not going to anything before December. So you can see that price is basically sitting below moving average. And moving averages are somewhere above. It is somewhere up, but it is now right now in present situation, it is below. So it means it's a downtrend that is going on. It's not, of course, it's not, showing any signs of price moving up. Now, looking at this, what do we decide? We decide that it's better to sell in this kind of a situation than to buy, because for example, you're trying to buy here, you'll buy hoping that the price is going up, but it's not going up. It's actually going down. You can see it yourself, the character here, like, wait, let me pick up a brush. Where is my brush? My brush is here. So if you're planning a buy entry, it's obviously going to be wrong, because the price, you see the character is like it's going down. It's not like the moving average is sitting here and price is basically going below. It's not like it's not moving in this direction where it is going up, 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 not like that. So that's why in this situation, looking at 4 hours chart, we are deciding. But the same will not be the case on the shorter time frame. Of course, it will be a different scenario. Hold on for a second. I'll go to the 5 minutes chart and see exactly. Even in my 5 minutes chart, it is showing as a downtrend. Like you can see here, I would not say exactly like a downtrend, but if I try to like make this a little more smaller, so you can see my 7th of, I'll try to make it a little more. So you see price, the moving average is here, the 200 MA is here, and price is below that. So in this scenario also, it's in a downtrend here. So downtrend means basically you have to, here it is a downtrend. So basically in this scenario also, we are going to plan our sell entry, not a buy entry. Because if you plan a buy entry, because price, your stop loss is of course going to get hit, because price is not moving in upward direction. So if you buy in this zone, the price is going to go further down. Therefore, your stop loss is going to hit or your money is going to get trapped. So that is how we decide on, depending on where the trend is moving ahead. So this is exactly how you will be trading. This is how exactly, hold on. This is exactly how you will be assessing, and different time frames have different usages. I always use 5 minutes or 15 minutes chart to plan my entries and exits. Okay, and by looking at the bigger picture of it on 4 hours or 60 minutes chart, I decide should I take a buy or sell entry. See, you will look at 4 hours and 60 minutes charts to decide whether you should take a buy or sell entry. But when you're planning your entry, you should come to 15 minutes or 5 minutes chart, and there you should, try to capture a movement there, trying to capture a, position there, like trying to set your stop loss, take profit, and what all you have to do. All that you're going to put it on 5 minutes chart. And little while ago, I showed you how you basically will use that tool to kind of position yourself, how you will be minimizing your stop losses, where you'll put your stop losses, and where you'll put your take profit and all of that. Everything I have shown you. I think that's clear enough. That concept is clear enough. Then Other than that, there is also something called you have to wait for the pullback for some kind of good entry setup. So you will never ever buy the breakout candles. Guys, you must have seen me sometimes. I'm just sitting idle. I'm not talking anything. I'm just sitting and watching the market sometimes. You must have seen, oh, what is this girl? She's even doing, she's just looking at the market. She's not doing anything. She's neither taking a position. She's doing nothing. So in that scenario, what I'm trying to do is I'm basically sitting and watching the consolidation that's happening, because sometimes what happens is after a little rally, whether it was an uptrend or a downtrend, now price what it tends to do is it will come back to a level where basically it will sit for some time. It'll just hover between some small little range over there. Like now that range is not a decided number or something. It will depend on where the majority of the activity is happening. If it's a high sentiment zone, then basically where a lot of buying and selling is happening, it might come and sit there, or it might come and sit near the support levels or resistance level. That's a totally different story and different cases altogether. So now when it is consolidating, we are not just buying and selling in those zones specifically. When you, like for example, wait, let me take again my brush and show you. So you must have seen me a lot of time. I am not taking any trade when market is just moving in this direction. Have you ever noticed this, that when it is moving in sideways, just up down up down up down like this, I never take a trade in this. Don't ever take a trade in this direction, because what can you make out of it, right? You're buying here, you will not be able to make any profit here by the time it reaches here, because it's a very small range that we're talking about, and this range will not give you anything, trust me. Now when it is moving in this direction and then suddenly you see that price tested this zone like at least 3 times or 5 times, sometimes it tests 3 times, sometimes it tests 5 times. So after testing like say 3-5 times, suddenly there is a breakout that comes here and starts moving down. That, so the moment one candle which get forms here in the breakout, that is not exactly where you will start trading, because this is not the confirmation. Remember, this is not the confirmation. The same is also applicable for the upward direction. Like for example, it moved like up down and then suddenly broke out here. The moment a candle forms here at this breakout, this, you are not trading this candle here, because this is still not the confirmation that the price will continue upwards or price will continue downwards. Because after this, then the trend starts building up, like the downtrend is building up, or this this what do you call, the uptrend is building up, then you will decide, yes, now it's downtrend, so basically I should take a short sell trade here. That's where my profits are going to come. And then you will look at the uptrend in the same direction, another second candle that forms after the breakout candle. Then you will decide, okay, now it's like starting to go up, and then you will decide on it. Now how you will decide on it is, you will have to see the previous swings. Like for example, I'm going to delete all of this and then again show you guys it. Yeah. Now how you will decide is, of course, because price has this capacity to basically move in a certain direction. There is my brush. Yeah. So whenever it is consolidating, when it is moving in sideways direction, which means it's moving like this, right? It will move in sideways direction like this, like this, like this. 3 times it move, fourth time it move, fifth time it move. Like it can be either 3 or it can be either 4, it can be either 5 times. Both of them are possible. Now I'll draw my support and resistances here. My horizontal line, this is my resistance. This is my support. Okay. Now my previous swing high is here. Okay, this is my previous swing high, and my previous swing low is sitting here. Okay, so of course you know that it was trading in this range. Now obviously if this swing low breaks through, or if this swing high breaks through, this is exactly where you will plan your entry. But do you plan it at the breakout candle? Then the answer is no. You'll have to wait for the second candle to form. See that it is a very big body candle with, uh, like basically buying becoming very strong or selling becoming very strong, whatever, direction it is moving. But one of them has to become strong. Like either the sellers has to become strong or the buyers has to become strong. Then only you will plan your entry over there. Okay. So this is one thing. Sometimes what happens is, even at the breakouts, what happens is like when it is moving in this range, no, why am I telling you not to take a trade immediately when the breakout comes in this direction or this direction? Is because sometimes market will do an inducement in this scenario, which means okay, it will try to trap you. हो सकता है कि like it will suddenly form a big green candle here, and looking at that green big candle will be like, oh, the price is going up, and then suddenly you try to enter into a buy trade here, and that's where exactly it will grab your liquidity and then completely reverse back, and then from here the the downtrend starts. So in order to not get trapped into this zone, like this inducement candle that I'm talking about, or not get carried away by the market inducement, you should basically wait for the second candle to form, so that you are clear that yes, either it is moving in the downward direction or it is moving in the upward direction. Then you will decide onto it, like, yeah, I'll now take a trade and I'll basically try to aim risk to reward of 1:2, 1:3, whatever, and then you will plan your entry accordingly. Okay, so be careful of that. I want you to be very, very careful of specifically those candles which move too quick. Guys, those candles are not the ones you will chase. Have you ever noticed, like when you are trading, you must have noticed a very big green candle or a red candle with a very big body suddenly forms and like suddenly moves up, and then suddenly it kind of like comes down. Have you ever noticed that? That's nothing but it's a inducement or a liquidity sweep that happens where market tries to grab the liquidity or tries to induce you, like they basically attract you in a way that you become very attracted to, oh, it's going up, let me just buy, and then you get attracted and you buy it, and then the moment you enter into the trade, they basically grab your liquidity and boom, they'll basically come down and then they start moving into the downward direction. So don't chase those candles at all. My real you know my real tip, my very sensible tip to you guys is don't chase that quicker movements, because those quicker movements can cost you a lot. And if you don't know how to act when these quicker candles are forming on the charts, you don't know how to immediately enter, immediately exit, or things like that, then you are going to get trapped or your stop losses are bound to hit. So either how do you trade those kind of candles is basically you either take a trade in the opposite direction. So whenever you see that for example a green candle quickly forming, then you will take a trade, then you will take a short trade. If you see a green candle, you take a short trade, you take the opposite of it. And if you see a red candle moving very quickly, then you should take a buy trade. Okay, so that that you're not going with that red candle, and you're not getting trapped with that inducement out there. So that's why I want you guys to remember, okay, jab bhi very quick movement you see, the way to trade it is basically go opposite direction. Don't ever chase that candle and then get trapped and money getting stuck or your stop loss is getting hit over there. So this logic you will not be able to understand now, because once you have that particular scenario in front of you, that's when exactly you will understand. At the moment you will not understand it, because I don't have that example to give you or show you live. Yes, in my previous sessions, in a lot of sessions, I have shown you that inducement candle. In fact, I traded live with you guys with that inducement candle, and I've shown you how basically you can avoid it too, and how you can trade in the right direction when you see such kind of scenarios. Okay, so that's about the perfect setup that we're trying to talk. So identifying trend is very important. And then you, like I said, there you also have to wait for the pullback, because you're not buying the breakout candle. You're going to see where the retail, is getting cooked. You have to see where the trend is forming after the consolidation. Is it like in the downward direction? Is it in the upward direction? What exactly is happening? Then you will trade. Then third is obviously you have to enter at discount. In many of my sessions, actually, I have also revealed out that you can use some very nice indicators which are by the Lux Algo, like the smart money concepts and all, in which they basically point out very clearly where are your discount zones, where are your support zones, and things like that. So if you don't know, I can show you right now also. Like for example, you come here and you basically put, sorry, not, I'm going to, I've taken a 1 hour chart. So I'll put a smart money concept indicator here, and I'll show you here that we need to enable that discount and premium zones, and then you can see here. So can you see? Okay, this one's not showing. I have to change the settings here. So if I enable this setting here, premium and discount zone, you can see it. Now it will show me where the premium and discount zones are sitting. So my discount zone is sitting here, which is like 2717, and my premium zone is sitting at 3239. It is clearly pointing out here. So whenever you see if price has pulled back completely and come to this zone, that is where you are going to basically enter a like enter into a buy trade. And whenever you see it's reached the premium zone, you're going to basically put a short sell trade over there. So now you have to, in this particular scenario, what you need to do is you can also put a Fibonacci and see that if the prices are sitting somewhere around 0.6 or 0.7%, then you basically can also take a buy trade over there. And for the basically sell entry, you should be planning it at 0.618 retracement level or near the supply zone. And buy, like I told you, it can be near the demand zone. So that is something that you have to look for buy and sell. And because you're also using moving averages to see whether it's an uptrend, downtrend, that also acts majorly very important to see whether you should take a trade in upward direction or a downward direction. That's totally dependent on the moving averages too. Now, other than that, you also have to do a very important thing, which is confirming with the candles. So there are some candles which you must have been observing because you are trading for some time now. There is something called as bullish engulfing candle. So a candle which kind of completely covers the previous candle. Like what is a bullish engulfing candle? I'll explain you in a very easiest manner. Like for example, there is a candle here which gets formed here. Like say that this is a green candle here. Then a very big green candle forms here, and it's like kind of engulfing. It's like kind of covering this particular small candle here. So this is a clear indication that yes, now the buyers are becoming strong and the prices I think are going up. So that's why this bullish engulfing will be showing that the demand is building up and the buyers are getting in control. So in this scenario, what we tend to do is we basically take a buy trade. The same thing happens for the sell trade too, where basically a small candle happens here and a very big candle basically takes over this candle. So in that scenario, you can make out that yes, the price is going to go down. So you plan your sell entry there, like at the supply zone. So rejection wicks, they are also your bestest friends. I always tell you, liquidity sweeps, order blocks, fair value gaps, they are, and then other than that, rejection wicks are the bestest entry setups. Trust me, like for example, I can show you one nice setup which you can plan it for your day. Even if I'm not giving a buy sell signal as of now, but I will show you very beautiful thing. Okay, agar abhi still you're planning out, see this candle which you see, there's a swing high here. Now, if you plan your entry, you see there is a very big rejection that has happened here. So right now we can see that market is basically moving in a sideways direction. If I try to take a brush and show you, this is a sideways direction the market is moving. Can you see this is just moving in the sideways? Now, suppose there is a breakout that is coming in. Suppose there is a breakout coming in. either you're planning your buy entry or sell entry, that's up to you. At the moment, I can't really say, until the breakout comes, I can't really say that yes, you can plan your buy entry or you can plan your sell entry. But if you want to utilize the rejection candles to take your trade, then you can definitely put a long position at this particular scenario, assuming that the price is going to go up. For example, you take your buy entry here, just lower your stop loss somewhere. So your 3033 is the entry. You're trying to put your stop loss somewhere around 30, say. So your stop loss, you set it somewhere around, where did you set it? You set it at 3028, for example. So you're going to put your, maybe if you want to plan your, oh, I'm into 1 hour chart. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You're not planning your entry on 1 hour chart. I didn't see this. Sorry. I apologize. Let me go to the 5 minutes chart and see if I have a rejection candle here. Okay, it's okay. I think like the setup which I'm talking about, that can work for your swing trading for sure. Like, wait, hold on. Where is it gone? 1 hour chart, right? It was a 1 hour chart. Okay. So this is a 1 hour chart. You saw that here. This is on the 6th of December. That price had a very major rejection here. So now, if you're planning your swing trading, I'm not saying that we are not trying to do day trading or something like that. For that, you'll have to come to a very smaller time frame to check out for, potential breakouts and, various things that you can point out and then take a trade. So if you're planning your buy entry, you can actually put your, take profit here, because at this candle, the rejection candles, in most of the cases, it will be basically retesting this zone. So if I try to basically put my take profit here, it's a risk to reward ratio of 1:1.8, but I will be lowering my stop loss here because I'm taking a position at 3032. I will be lowering my stop losses to the maximum possible. Okay, if I go by this, what is happening? Okay, let me pull out. Sorry, let me pull out another one. I'll be putting my stop loss somewhere around 3023, for example, or 3024. Okay, let me take that much only. So this is like risk to reward of 15.8, which is like I'm trying to target this rejection rate, but do I really have to take that kind of a big risk of planning? This is on a swing trading, the bigger perspective of it, and that's what we're trying to aim. So now 18.72, it's not practically possible maybe in next couple of hours or days for it to happen. See, this was a candle which has formed on 5th of December, like at 3 o'clock. So now today we are on 7th of December. So there is like almost 24, 48 hours passed after this where this rejection has happened. So if this particular zone has to basically retest, it might as well mean that might take around 24, 48 hours or more than that also. Now, again, the probability of it basically retesting or not is also not certain until unless in this current scenario, we get to see that yes, the buyers are becoming strong, then you might plan your buy entry and keep your targets here, aiming at 1:18.72, which is not definitely not going to be achievable in next couple of hours or next one day also. It might take couple of days. That's why I told you this is a swing trading entry. It's not a day trading entry. It's not a scalping position. So may or may not happen, again subject to where the current market is sitting. If the buyers are becoming strong, then yes, that particular entry or that particular take profit is very much possible, and then we might have that target being achieved maybe next, say, 2 days, 3 days time or something, when it retest that zone. But if the buyers don't become strong and the price is going to go further down, which in current scenario it's in downtrend only, because price is further going down, and the downtrend continues, then it might as well not be achieved, and then you might have to wait maybe more longer, or I don't know what exactly is the time frame. There's no certainty as such. But yes, rejection candles, when you look at them with the longer wicks, it does have this re-entry capacity. Always they will come back to those zones, and they will basically test those zones. See here, one more thing which I really forgot to observe. You can see here, exactly here, which is like on 3rd of December, same, within the same zone, a candle has formed here, and then it kind of looks like this whole zone, which was rejected last time, got tested here. Somehow some prices, some stop losses are still sitting here. So might as well mean that the third time it might come to this zone, and then if you're planning your buy entry, you might set your target still here. But that's, like I said, not possible, not practically possible within next 2 days, 3 days also. It is a very bigger aim that we are trying to, like, bigger target that we are aiming. So it's practically not possible for you to achieve. Maybe yes, you can aim for a little lower than that. Maybe this also is very very ambitious number. You can still try to take it like 1:2, 1:3, something like that, and then you'll get done with it. But uh, you're not going to look at you're not going to look at specifically to the bigger time frames when you are planning your entry. Bigger time frames is to understand where the market is heading. But when you're planning your entry, you should always look at the shorter time frame only, but because that will only let you plan your entry. Then now when you're planning your take profit, that is totally subject to you. You want to set it as 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, keep more ambitious number, try to enhance your position levels and things like that. That's totally up to you guys and how you plan it accordingly. Okay. So do you have any questions from the from the streaming audience? Do I have any questions here? Okay. So 1:2, 1:3, both are okay, guys. I'm not getting you in any kind of greed or anything as such. So I don't want you to keep over an extraordinary, what do you call it? Extraordinary targets, which are, like, practically not possible to achieve or things like that. So please see to it, depending on how the market is moving. If it's moving at a very small pace, like 1%, 2%, 3%, like that, better to adjust your profits and better to lower down your targets to 1:2, 1:3, whatever you want to target it. But yeah. Okay, moving on. Suppose this was not on a one hour chart, and if this was on a 5 minutes chart, for example, I am just trying to quote this as an example. Okay, don't consider that for any kind of trade or anything as such. But imagine, for example, instead of 1 hour chart, if this was this same rejection candle would have appeared on a 5 minutes or 15 minutes chart. What you could have done is, if you were like planning for a long buy trade, then you can definitely from the current position take in a long position and aim for the target profit to this level, which is definitely a very, very ambitious number, but you can still try to reduce it or go a little up and down depending on how you would like to position yourself. Okay. So I hope this stop loss, strategy, the buy, sell, and the risk to reward, all these things are very clear to all you guys. Because last night, two people have asked me this question, and they basically were looking very tensed and very, very, very uh, what do you call it? They were looking very stressed out in terms of their trade. I think they're facing a lot of loss or something. So I hope this is now going to help you in terms of next time when you're trying to plan your entry, exit, or whatever. This will definitely help you out. And if you still have any questions or want to seek out some more clarity, you can always ask me, no problem. But this is how you overall look at it when you are trying to take a position here. Now I'm still on the Ethereum's 5 minutes chart here. Okay, so 3027 is where it is currently on the 5 minutes chart. On the 4 hour chart, it's still in the downtrend. Coming to the RSI, it's still sitting near the neutral zone. So basically, a breakout is supposed to happen here. Then only we can have a confirmation about where to move. Should we go in the downward direction, or should we move? Should we wait for it to further move up? And that is where we take a buy position, or we take a sell position. We'll have to wait for the position. Okay, 6125950. Wow, really? Why don't you sell it then? Six one two nine five zero. How many Bitcoin do you have for sale? Is it one complete Bitcoin, or is it half Bitcoin, or what exactly? Half point something something. What exactly you have? Come back, my dear. 6129550. I want to talk to you. Any Bitcoin sellers out here in the stream? Bitcoin sellers. Three one four four five five. You are here past 1.5 hours. Can I know you are able to follow what we are talking here? Is it making any kind of sense to you? Do you think with the kind of guidance that's being given here, you'll be able to take a successful trade? You'll be able to apply this logic in your trade, and then you'll be able to take a successful trade. If you want to provide any insights to me, please feel free to do so. Guys, the feedback matters a lot. Trust me, it matters a lot. 314455. I'm waiting for your feedback only because you're in the session past 1.5 hours. Do you want to give any kind of feedback? Is it clear enough for you to understand what we're discussing here? Do you think what we're discussing is making sense? Will you be able to apply this to your trades? And will you be able to successfully trade? Bitcoin sellers, get in touch with me. People who want to sell Bitcoin. Because I think I have some buyers who would like to buy. Bitcoin sellers 612950. You just wrote this message and just disappeared. You said you have a Bitcoin for sale. Tell me more about it. How many units do you have? Because I might have a buyer for it actually. So guys, as I am telling you that these sessions are primarily for the people who are very much interested in spot and futures trading. We take you through n number of sessions and we take you through every bit of it, like making you understand what the product is all about, how to trade, what are the different type of orders, leverages, margins, and how you can position yourself. All these things get discussed here. Not just that, but also about markets, where it is heading and what the future looks like and all of that. And then sometimes I'm also doing live trade with all you guys, planning the entries, exits, and giving you take profits and stop losses. So all these things are there just exclusively for all the users, the people you people actually. So these extra exclusive benefits are not for everyone and anyone. So if you want any exclusive benefit, you have to get in touch with me. You have to tell me in the comments, yes, I am interested and I want to know about the exclusive benefits that you have to offer. And then I will tell you about what are the exclusive benefits you get and what is the eligibility criteria for it, so that you and I together can work together, and then together we will be planning out your strategies, planning out your buy sell entries, and then we will basically together trade and make a lot of money. So let me know in the comments if you are interested to know those exclusive benefits, and I will definitely guide you and help you in every which way. Mm. Any questions for me so far? All right. So let's discuss something called as trading in the right direction and with guaranteed higher accuracy. So a lot of you basically face this issue, and you guys are always stuck up that you're not trading in right direction and you are basically getting stuck somewhere, your stop loss is getting hit and things like that. So this particular topic what we are going to discuss now is going to focus primarily on that only. So trading in right direction is very, very important, and it's until unless you don't know how the reversals happen or where the reversals are happening, you cannot able to have that eye for detail. You will never be able to find that out yourself. Now, the step one is always to basically decide the first main direction. I told you very clearly that we are not trading just based on smaller time frames, like looking at 5 minute charts, 1 minute charts, and all. We're not going to trade in that direction. We're always going to look at a bigger time frame, which is like a 4 hour or 1 hour chart, and we will understand where the big money is pushing, because that will clearly show you if price is moving up or if the price is going down. Oh, okay, that's great. Oh, Peter, you're here. Are you here, Peter? I got your message in the chat room. Peter, can you type this? Can you type that yes, you're here? Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. I was trying to address. There is a technical glitch which one of my customers is facing. He's not able to download the Zbit application on the iOS version of it, and I'm trying to and fro basically talk to the customer service and trying to talk to him to figure out. Uh, I'm sure, I mean, in the internal users, I can't ask you guys to actually check it for me because
you guys are already on the application, but people who are just downloading this app and specifically on the iOS version of it, then I could have asked you to check this and test it for me. But unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. One of my customers is facing this issue since very long, like past 24 hours, and I'm trying to figure out what solution should I give it to him. He's not able to download it on his iOS phone, and that's where it is getting stuck actually. So still like trying to, I'm like acting as a point of contact between the customer service and him, and there's no proper solution or resolution that's coming up. So yeah. So as I was telling you, like before we were kind of talking about this topic, I did send a message to Peter also. Peter, are you here? Peter. Because Peter asked this question, that's why, I have to know if he's joined the session. Though he has mentioned in the chat that he's there in the chat, in the live stream. Peter Joseph, are you here? Do I have Peter Joseph and Zohaib here in the stream? Guys, can you send me a hi? Can you guys send me your names and all also? I like to know your names and everything when we are discussing things here. Okay, let's move on. So the step number one is basically you have to decide the main direction. So for deciding the main direction, it's always the higher time frame that you need to look at. And if price is above the 200 moving average or the exponential moving average, it's basically marking as an uptrend. Okay, remember this. If price is above 200 MA, whether it's an exponential moving average or it's a simple moving average, then in that scenario, you always have to look for buy trades. Okay, because it's an uptrend, you will only look for buy trades. But if the price is basically below 200, below 200 moving average, then it's basically mean that market is in downtrend, and in those scenarios you'll only look for sell trades. Now this particular logic applies to both spot and futures, but the only thing which is different in spot and futures is in spot you can only sell after you acquire that unit, but in spot whether or not you acquire a unit or not doesn't matter. You can sell, you can buy at any point in time. You don't have to literally hold this. For example, this watch is there. Okay, this watch that I have, this, imagine this is like Bitcoin. Imagine this is Bitcoin. Okay, until unless I hold this in my wallet, this basically cannot be sold. So this is the difference between spot. But whereas if I talk about futures, in futures, basically what we're trying to focus on is that even if I go to a shopkeeper and I don't literally buy this watch, but I pay some amount to him and I say that I would like to buy the contract, and whether or not I acquire this physical asset doesn't matter. I would like to take a contract of it. So irrespective of whether I hold this real unit or not, I can buy and sell in both the directions. So that is what buy and sell of in what do you call it as futures and spot differs. Spot you cannot sell until unless you buy, and you're always dealing in spot. You're always like buying low, selling high only. That is the only direction you will be trading in. Whereas in futures you can trade in both the direction,
market is going in downtrend, market is going in uptrend, anything is happening, you can still trade in both the directions. Okay. So once you understand this logic, once you understand how to use moving averages alone, your 70% of the trades will be settled. Trust me, guys. Most of you, a lot of you are not making profits because you cannot identify the trends, or you cannot identify uptrend, downtrend, or you don't know what tool you should use in order to identify that. That's where exactly your mistakes are happening. The day you master exponential moving average, or you master a simple moving average tool also, your structure is going to become very less messy, very less complicated, and like, everything is going to become so easy that you will be able to trade in the right direction in the easiest manner. Like for example, even by looking at this chart now, 5 minutes chart, just by looking at the moving average, I can tell you I have n number of opportunities. If I still, in this current scenario, so if I still sell, I still have a lot of sell, like, opportunity. I, because 5 minutes chart is also in downtrend, my 4 hours chart is also in downtrend, and my 6 hours chart is, sorry, 1 hour chart is also in downtrend. So all of them are justifying it's in downtrend. So if I'm continuing to sell in this scenario, then I will be profitable. So just by looking at the chart, I'm telling you, yes, price has a capacity of up, down. It kind of moves in that way. That is true. It kind of pulls up, it kind of comes down, pulls down, pulls up. That is always there. But when you look at the charts, looking just at the moving averages itself, you can clearly make out that you can actually trade in which direction. Okay, that's about uh, how to trade in right direction with guaranteed higher accuracy that we are talking about. Other than that, there is something called confirming the trends using the market structures. Okay, so we always have to look at swing highs, swing lows in order to confirm the market structure. So if price is making swing highs, I'll show you with the drawings. Okay, let me pull a brush. So if it is making swing highs, which is like this, it means it's an uptrend. If it's basically making swing lows, it means basically it is, sorry, these are higher highs and higher lows. Okay, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Whereas this is low, 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 high, low, 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 high. So in this is an uptrend, this is a downtrend. So when you see an uptrend, you basically enter into your pullbacks. These are your pullbacks. And in downtrends, basically you can enter at the, again, this is also pullback, right? For the sell trades, you can enter for the sell trades. I hope this is clear to you guys. And another structure that I showed you was the sideways. Sideways we never trade until there is a breakout coming either in the upward direction or in the lower direction. We don't trade. So these are the only structures that we know. 3 structures: sideways, uptrend, downtrend. Only 3 structures. Is it clear, or any more questions for me? Any questions for me? Any questions for me? Last 1.5 hour session left out. Since nobody is coming to the session and typing in yes for the exclusive benefits, I'm not doing any buy sell signal today. I'm going to do only a buy sell signal for my exclusive clients, exclusive traders, not for everybody and anybody. So if you want me to disclose you the exclusive benefits that you can get, then type yes in the comments and I will tell you those exclusive benefits that you can get on this platform. Okay. Any questions I have from the streaming application, like the internal application? Externally, I don't see any users at the moment. So do I have any questions coming in? Guys, trading can become simple as possible. It's just that, I know there are a lot of other complicated things, and some people like to, take up the complicated structures to complicated ways of doing things. But I don't really understand the logic. When there's an easy way to do it, why do you even want to go for any difficult ways, right? So please understand this, that it can be as complex as possible the way you try to make it complex. The more you try to simplify things, it can be a very simple way of trading. Trust me, there's no rocket science in this, nothing great, nothing like you have to know like bigger words, bigger terms. You must be hearing some people saying smart money concepts, fair value gaps, some like there's so many on the, like you go and search for YouTube. On YouTube you'll see so many mentors going on talking about, I don't know, fair value gaps, smart money concepts, some order blocks, they talk about whale movements, don't know what all things they keep on telling, so difficult terminologies, which maybe after listening to it you guys also might be like, oh my god, how complex is that, you might get that feeling. But trust me, the more you try to make it complex, that is only when it is going to become complex. But if you try to simple keep a logic, देखो, spot has only one logic: buy low, sell high. Futures has both the logics. It has, because you're trading in both the direction. You can make profits in both the directions. Like you can make profit by selling also. You can make profit by buying also. Now buy low, sell high, you understood. Now in futures, because you're predicting in both the direction, very important thing is when actually how do you predict in the right direction, and how do you trade in the right direction is the most crucial thing, and that is what everybody is trying to do. Okay, hi my dear. Hi everyone. I'm here to trade with you. I hope I'm welcome. Is my first time with you. Please make me smile. Okay. Welcome. Everybody, welcome. 9277, sorry, 92, what is it? 9727774. Welcome. 311455. Welcome. Who else was there? 738, sorry, 739875. Also welcome. Don't worry, my dear. Most of us, like most of the people who are joining, especially this session, are very new here. So don't hesitate, don't feel like you're left out or you're missing out on anything. It's okay. I'm there with you. I'm guiding you in every which way, so don't worry on that front at all. At all means at all. Now, first step we discussed, second step also we discussed. First step was about pointing out like, picking up the higher